Hey there, happy day 712 of What's She Up To Now, documenting the journey from offline brick and mortar corporate America to the online world of business, so I can do what I want, when I want, where I want, wearing what I want, with whomever I want. Most of the time, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, also known as Pajama Grandma, because I like to show up and spend an inordinate amount of time in my pajamas. I like to do a lot of things in my pajamas and in my robe, and actually this is one of my favorite robes. Let's talk about habits today. Thinking about habits as I got up this morning and woke up this morning. Been sick for a couple of weeks now, like the whole end of the year and through Christmas and through New Year's. I had the flu and it's kind of turned into a sinus thing and this perpetual cough, which is getting a lot better. I can get through a whole video now without hacking up a lung, but it has caused me to adopt some habits that are not awesome for me. Habits of drinking too much coffee, habits of resting and sleeping too much. Now, I needed it to recover and get better and get over the cold and get over the flu and get over the sinus stuff. The interesting thing about habits, at least what I found in my experience, is that good habits are hard to form. It's hard to start and form a good habit, and it's really, really easy to quit that habit. Bad habits, on the other hand, are super duper easy to form and really, really hard to quit. I think it's the nature of habits. Now, what are habits? Habits are just something that we do a lot or that we do automatically. So we can choose what we want our habits to be. If I want to feel better, feel healthier, I need to make sure I'm following the habit of drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day. And I have ways that I've put that in place. Now, normally when you're sick, you should be drinking 8 glasses of water a day plus, no problem. That is one of the things I kind of let slip over the last couple of weeks, and I'm just starting to pick up again because I know it's a habit that automatically makes me feel better. There's other habits, bad habits, that make me feel bad. When I watch Netflix for too long or Hulu or something like that, watch too much TV, sleep too much, when I'm not doing the things that make me feel good because I get in the habit of them, those are bad habits. Sugar, when I eat too much sugar. And the holidays, for some reason, every year, even being sick, triggers me to eat more sugar than I normally do throughout the rest of the year. And then I just feel lethargic, like I want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix. And so I need to do things like challenges for myself to make sure that I stop and break that bad habit. I have to do hard stops personally on bad habits. When I wanted to quit drinking Diet Pop because I was totally addicted to Diet Pop and Diet Soda, I had to quit cold turkey and not have none, zero zip, nada, not in anything, not a sip, not any diet soda. And it took me, it was probably 4 years or more that I was still craving and wanting to drink diet soda. That's how addictive that stuff is. But I finally got free of it, and I haven't had a diet soda, I don't think, since August of 2010. Not even a sip. I just don't drink pop or soda anymore. That was a huge bad habit that was years in the making, probably from the time I was 18 in college and they had Tab and they came out with Diet Sprite and I was so excited. From the time I was 18 till I was 50, I drank a ton of diet soda, like not just a little bit, a lot, like a couple 2 liters a day, 2 liter minimum a day of diet soda I would consume. And so it was a huge habit. So, you know, how many years is that? 18 to 50, that's a long time. And so that's why I needed to go cold turkey and cut that habit. That worked for me. Not everybody can go cold turkey. It depends on what your habit is. I think smoking is one of the most insidious, difficult things to quit. I don't know anything about anything more severe than that, I guess. I would think alcohol would be really bad. Drugs would be really bad as well. I don't have any experience with that. Diet Coke's is as hard as I could get. I think that also the biggest, worst, real devil of a habit that many of us have is the habit of negative thinking, the habit of lack and scarcity mentality, the habit of underestimating ourselves, the habit of thinking that we're not good enough or that we don't deserve everything that we want to create in this life, the habit of settling, the habit of all the negative emotions. I think that we have just this habitual behavior of letting society and the world around us beat us down and not allow us the opportunity to actually do and create and be what it is that we are here on this planet to do and be and have. And I think for each of us, We're here to experience life as only we uniquely can. And that means that we experience and we create and we do and be and have whatever each of us want. So what you want, you can have. What I want, I can have. So there really is no competition when you're being yourself. It's when we're trying to be something else, or when we're trying to feel like there's just one piece, there's one pie, and we all have to get a little piece of it. That's so ludicrous. I wonder whoever, I'm gonna have to research that as part of my idiom thing and look into a piece of the pie and who and where that originated, because it is so inherent in our culture and in our society that there just isn't enough to go around for everybody, and that is such a lie. It is a universal lie that is universally believed. Remember, just because a lot of people believe it or think it doesn't mean it's true, doesn't mean it's the way things really are. There's always a reason that people encourage scarcity, or they encourage lack or doubt or worry or fear. It's usually because they want to come in on their white horse and save you from something by selling you something. That sounds really cynical, but it's so true. I think that my last few years in online marketing and learning about online marketing have made me a little more skeptical and jaded of that, and probably watching Netflix movies about how people sell things. That's so creepy and shady. You know, think of The Wolf of Wall Street, or I just recently watched one about recruiters. I can't remember what the title was, but it was about recruiters. Maybe it was Family Man or something, or Family Man, I think. It was a movie, Family Man, with I can't remember his name either. Handsome guy. Anyway, we get cynical, we get skeptical about things. So, habits. Do you have a habit that you are wanting to break? Do you have a habit that you're thinking that you want to try? If you do, message me in the comments, or put it in the comments below, and maybe we'll do a challenge about it, because it might be a habit that other people would like to either break or create. I am more about creating good habits, because if we create enough good habits, they squish out the bad habits. If I am creating a good habit that I am going to create content every single day for 2 hours a day, and I do that and I create that as a habit, I now have 2 hours a day that I can't be spending doing things like binging on Netflix or watching Hulu or something that isn't necessarily something that's moving my life in the direction I want it to go, etc. Or overeating or whatever. I don't eat when I'm making my videos. I do drink coffee, but I don't eat when I'm making my videos. So that's 2 hours a day that I am not now eating or tempted to eat sugar, right? All right, so what else is going on? Challenge Secrets Challenge Day 5 today is all about daily deliverables, daily content and daily deliverables, what you're going to do in each of the days of your challenge. And then how are we going to get people to actually take action, to get engaged, to participate, to be a part of the challenge. The biggest challenge for anyone doing anything or selling anything is to get people to actually use the products or services that you sell them. If people don't use the products or service, they're not going to get the result that you're telling them they're going to get the result that they want. They say they want the result, but a lot of times people still feel satisfied if they just buy something that would solve their problem. And guess what? It doesn't solve the problem if they don't do something with it, right? So we want to encourage people to take action. Today, Dodged a Bullet was the topic of Supersize Your Business and my Facebook Live. Dodging a bullet, of course, is a near miss or a close call, avoiding some type of a disaster or calamity, up to and including death. If you're dodging a bullet, think of the movie The Matrix. You're escaping death, or you're not getting killed because you're missing the bullet. Lots of examples in my life, for sure. And then there's those times that I didn't dodge the bullet. And every time I didn't dodge the bullet, it was because I did not listen to my intuition. I didn't listen to my gut. I just went with and made a decision based intellectually, not intellectually and intuitively. And I swear by, you have to do a combination of both whenever you make any important decisions. And you know what? Even the not important decisions, even the little decisions, whether I should park here or go to this store or take this route home, or hire this person, do a joint venture with somebody, every little decision, if there's an inkling that something's off or not right, just say no. And that's where a confused mind says no comes from, because sometimes we feel confused because our intuition is telling us that there's something wrong, there's something off. This is not the right thing for me or you at this instant, at this particular time. Your answer needs to be no. It might change in a couple of minutes, but for right now, until you get more information, or until you know more, or until you have more resources, or whatever the reason is, there's always going to be a reason, but the answer for you right now is no. So say no, right? So people like to beat up a confused mind says no. I guess, I don't know if that's a saying or what, or it's actually true, for their own reasons, because they want to make sales. But the truth is, if there's a confused mind, if your mind is confused, it's because the opportunity that you're looking at, the thing you're looking at, the decision, the choice you're looking at is not right for you. So always honor that. Fun day 3 was just to draw a family portrait featuring you, which is kind of fun. I like the fun day book because it's more interactive. It's more, I guess they're all interactive, but this one is actually, don't just write something about something, hey, draw this picture or do this thing. It's just a little different form of action. And since I'm working on finding ways to get people more involved and more inclined to take action and more engaged in my challenges, it's kind of a good fun fit for me. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got today. Go out, have an absolutely amazing day. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another update on what I'm doing, what I'm working on as I go through this journey of transitioning from the offline brick and mortar world to the online world. That's it. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.